The Khazars, Arabic, Ukrainian, Russian, Persian, Greek, Chi Alpha Zeta Alpha Rho Omicron Iota, Latin, Gazari, Cosri, Gasani, were a semi-nomadic Turkic people, who created what for its duration was the most powerful polity to emerge from the breakup of the Western Turkish steppe empire, known as the Khazar Khanate Khazaria.Astride, a major artery of commerce between northern Europe and southwestern Asia. Khazaria became one of the foremost trading emporia of the medieval world, commanding the western marches of the Silk Road and playing a key commercial role as a crossroad between China, the Middle East and Kievan Rus. For some 3 centuries the Khazars dominated the vast area extending from the Volga-Don steppes to the eastern Crimea and the northern Caucasus. Khazaria long served as a buffer state between the Byzantine Empire and both the nomads of the northern steppes and the Umayyad Empire. After serving as Byzantium's proxy against the Sasanian Persian Empire, the alliance was dropped around 900. Byzantium began to encourage the Alans to attack Khazaria and weaken its hold on Crimea and the Caucasus, while seeking to obtain an entente with the rising Rus power to the north, which it aspired to convert to Christianity. Between 965 and 969, the Kievan Rus ruler Sviatoslav I of Kiev conquered the capital Atyl and destroyed the Khazar state. Originally, the Khazars were pagan Tengrist worshippers. The populace of the Khazar Khanate appears to have been multi-confessional, a mosaic of pagan, Tengrist, Jewish, Christian and Muslim worshippers. The ruling elite of the Khazars was said by Judah Halevian Abraham ibn Daud to have converted to Rabbinic Judaism in the 8th century, but the scope of the conversion within the Khazar Khanate remains uncertain. Proposals of Khazar origins have been made regarding the Slavic Judaizing subethnics, the Bukharan Jews, the Muslim Kumyks, Kazakhs, the Cossacks of the Don region, the Turkish-speaking Krimchaks and their Crimean neighbors, the Karaites to the Moldavian Sea Sangos, the Mountain Jews and others. In the late 19th century, a theory emerged that the core of today's Ashkenazi Jewry are genetically descended from a hypothetical Khazarian Jewish diaspora who had migrated westward from modern Russia and Ukraine into modern France and Germany. This theory still finds occasional support, but most scholars view it with skepticism. The theory is sometimes associated with anti-Semitism and anti-Zionism. Etymology. Geyula Nemeth, following Zoltan Gomboch, derived Khazar from a hypothetical asterisk Khazar reflecting a Turkic root, Qaz being an hypothetical Vela variant of common Turkic Kez. With the publication of the fragmentary Ts and Turkhan inscriptions of the Uyghur Empire where the form Khazar is attested, though uncertainty remains whether this represents a personal or tribal name, gradually other hypotheses emerged. Louis Bazin derived it from Turkic Qas on the basis of its phonetic similarity to the Uyghur tribal name Khazar. Andras Ronataz connects it with Kesa, the Pahlavi transcription of the Roman title Caesar. D.M. Dunlop tried to link the Chinese term for Khazars to one of the tribal names of the Uyghur Tokaguz, namely the Ge-acute sa. The objections of the Uyghur Gesa Khazar was not a tribal name but rather the surname of the chief of the Sakari tribe of the Tokaguz, and that in Middle Chinese the ethnonym Khazars, always prefaced with the word Tujue, is transcribed with characters different from those used to render the Qa in the Uyghur word Khazar. After the conversion, it is reported that they adopted the Hebrew script, and it is likely that, though speaking a Turkic language, the Khazar chancellery under Judaism probably corresponded in Hebrew. In Expositio in Mattheum Evangelistum, Gazari, presumably Khazars, are referred to as the Hunnic people living in the lands of Gog and Magog and said to be circumcised and omnem Judaismum observe it, observing all the laws of Judaism. Linguistics, determining the origins and nature of the Khazars, is closely bound with theories of the languages, but it is a matter of intricate difficulty since no indigenous records in the Khazar language survive, and the state itself was polyglot and polyethnic. Whereas the royal or ruling elite probably spoke an eastern variety of Shaz Turkic, the subject tribes appear to have spoken varieties of Elayar Turkic, such as Oghuruk, a language variously identified with Bulgaric, Chavash, and Hungarian. One method for tracing their origins consists in analysis of the possible etymologies behind the ethnonym Khazar itself.